Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Beat the Book. As you guys know, I'm Matty Betts. That's Big Al Better right over there. Mr. Handsome. Nice Hawaiian shirt over there. Welcome back to the channel. Today, as you guys can see on the screen, we got the Minnesota Vikings. Their schedule. This is our schedule breakdown. We go breakdown. We talk about, we talk a little bit about, moves, ads in the offseason. We also go into the win totals, what the book has for them. And then, we give kind of our leans for the over and the under of, those win totals. So, without further ado, Big Al, how are you? Let's talk about you here for a little bit and how you feel about the Vikings this year.
Yeah, man. I don't think anybody really expected the year the Vikings had last year. Definitely, we were talking about this a little earlier before we started. It was like nobody was expecting Sam Darnold to have as big of a year as he had. And they lost 3 games last year,
Yeah, 14-3.
right? Like they had an incredible season. Yeah, they had an incredible season. No one really expected it. So they're going to try to look to build on that. Obviously, they lost Darnold in the offseason, but J.J. McCarthy is the young rookie they drafted, played for Michigan, won the whole thing. He should be really good. So I think with Minnesota, you're kind of hoping they can somewhat emulate what they did last year with not too much fall off.
Yeah, I will say, it's kind of like what we do when we talk about these teams is we try to go into, the ads and then the losses, too, in the off seasons. Minnesota was kind of one of the quieter teams, didn't really do too much, in my opinion. I mean, they didn't really do anything. They still have Aaron Jones there. They're two-headed monster, I guess you could say, or I guess it's a three-headed monster with T.J. Hawkinson as the tight end. You also got, obviously one of the best receivers in football, 1A, 1B, him and Chase. You got Justin Jefferson, and then you also have Jordan Addison too. So that's kind of like their top three, and then Aaron Jones in the backfield. Also J.J. McCarthy. We'll see how he does this year. Sadly, he had to miss all of last year with an injury, but like you said, Sam Darnold led them to the promised land for what the Vikings thought that their season was going to be after JJ couldn't start and got injured. So, good signing by them last year with Sam Darnold. He's in Seattle. We'll see how he does now. But, yeah, I mean, like you said, great season for them last year. We'll see how we think that this season will go. Also, compare that to the books numbers, too. But, I mean, without further ado, you want to just jump into this thing?
Absolutely, let's do it.
All right, cool. If you guys didn't know, by the way, Big Al Better over here, he is a Packers fan, so that these
Go Pack,
numbers and
go.
these games, especially when they play against the Packers and stuff like that, it's going to be a little strewed. So, obviously, we talk about the games, we give you our reasons as to why and stuff like that too. But he's a little biased when it comes to
I'm going to
this.
come into this as unbiased. When it comes to gambling, which is what we're kind of talking about, I try to stay unbiased. You know what I mean?
Sure. All right, week 1 at the Chicago Bears.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead. What do you think?
Okay, at Chicago, I think they get the job done. I think they win this one. I think it's too early in this new experiment with Chicago to do much. So I've got Chicago losing this one. Minnesota takes the dub.
I would agree with you on that one. I think it's just too early in the season, and like we said, like I said, I guess, the Vikings didn't really change anything about this team except for the quarterback. So if J.J. McCarthy comes out there and just terrible, then I could see the Bears winning this game with, second-year Caleb Williams, all of that. There's still a chance that the Bears win that. They have a good defense, too. But I would say, yeah, this first week at the Bears, it should be a win. I know it's on the road. It's divisional. But, I mean, it's still, you got Jay Jettas over there. So give me that, Aaron Jones, all of them. The boys take a win there.
Agreed.
All right, week 2. At home against the Falcons. What do you
I
got here?
think they get the job done with this one too. I think Atlanta's going to have a pretty solid year, but to start the season home opener, I think they get the job done. They're going to be having the skull chant going. They're going to have the Gala horn doing its thing. I think they get the job done against the Falcons here and this young Falcons team.
Yeah, I agree too. Falcons. Yeah, I mean it's what Penix now. He's their starter.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yep.
last year it wasn't Penix until near the end of the year.
Kirk
So
Chains, baby.
if he picked up where he left off, then maybe Kirk Cousins was pretty much their quarterback the whole entire year. So I think this, yeah, on the road for a young quarterback, pretty much getting his 5th or 6th start. So yeah, give me the Vikings here. Like you said, home opener. That place is gonna be crazy.
Agreed.
Yep. All right, moving on. This one, okay? Home game against the Bengals, week 3. What do you think about this one? This one's a tough one. Here, let me go first because you're a little jaded or whatever toward the Bengals and all of them and Jamar Chase and stuff like this. I love these matchups. We don't see them enough. Honestly, we don't because it's literally the two best receivers in football going up against each other. So, this one, it's a home game. I like Minnesota's defense a little bit better than I do the Bengals, and like we've kind of talked about a couple times, if your defense is you have to have a good enough defense to be able to stop Joe Burrow, and you don't really need a good enough offense to beat the Bengals defense either. So I'll take the Vikings here in this one. Second home game, 2 wins in a row against the Bengals. Kind of a little bit of a shocker there. Maybe the Bengals are favored in this one, but I think it's Vikings all day with their defense.
Okay, we're gonna have our first
Yep,
schism
I
here
kind of
because
figured.
I've got Cincinnati taking this one. I think you've got Joe Burrow versus J.J. McCarthy. And the receivers are the receivers, but you got one guy that can, that's been a proven guy, gone to a Super Bowl already. You got a guy his first season in the NFL, and he'll be coming off 2 wins, so he might have a little hype, but I don't think it's enough to take down Cincinnati. So give me Joe Burrow, give me Jamar Chase and T Higgins, and yeah, I like Cincy here.
Okay, that doesn't surprise me that much. Like I said, your little favoritism going there, especially because it's the division. But
I
whatever.
mean, I would say like AFC wise, the Bengals are my team. So
Yeah.
it's like
Week 4 at Pittsburgh. What do you got here?
yes sir, yeah. Aaron Rodgers, T.J. Watt, Darius Slay. Can I interest you in Jalen Ramsey? Could I interest you in Cam Hayward? Could I interest you in DK Metcalf? Yeah, I'm on Pittsburgh here. On the road in at the Steel Curtain with a rookie quarterback. Give me Mike Tomlin all day long.
I'm gonna agree with you on that one too. Defense wins this game, especially a home game. You got Rodgers. Hopefully, he has a better season than he did the last couple of years. 2 years ago, down to injury,
Well,
that sucked. But last year, not a great year for him on the Jets, but a little better of a surrounding cast. I would say potentially like DK Metcalf. I mean, obviously Garrett Wilson. We know who Garrett Wilson is, but uh, I'll give the Steelers here just because of the defense. They should be able to get a hold of that rookie quarterback and second year quarterback, but pretty much a rookie because he didn't play last year. So yeah, give me the Pittsburgh here too, just like you. Next week at Cleveland, week 5. Who you got here?
I've got them winning this one. I don't know what to think of Cleveland this year, but I know Joe Flacco is going to be their starter. He played good for them down the stretch 2 years ago in Stefanski's offense, and Stefanski really likes him. That's why they brought him back. He's like, I can't win with Deshaun, but give me the Flack show. I don't know. I just don't. Cleveland needs to show me something. So, and this is all before season starts. You got to give me a better team in Minnesota with a better coach, in my opinion, than Stefanski and that team. So I like Minnesota here.
I'm gonna go a loss here for the same reason, and it's not really the same reason I would say, but it's when you play against the Steelers, you have obviously a better secondary than I think Cleveland has, but you also have T.J. Watt there in Pittsburgh. You also have Myles Garrett here in Cleveland. Give me Myles
Mm,
Garrett to have like 4, maybe even 5 sacks in this game against
okay.
like we just talked about. It's a rookie quarterback. I know that they improved their O line a little bit, but I don't really care about that. So I had them actually losing this game on the road in Cleveland, which is kind of crazy because I don't think Cleveland's going to be that good at all. But I think they'll get a little bit of an upset here because I think the Vikings will be favored in this game. They have an
Okay.
early bye here, week 6. That's a
I
very early
noticed that.
bye. So
Yeah.
that hopefully should help because I mean the last 2 games he's probably gotten beaten up in JJ McCarthy, probably beaten up a little bit with the edge rushers there. So uh, now this one's fun. Right off the bye, a home game against the Philadelphia Eagles, Super Bowl champions, reigning, defending. Who you got in this one?
I got them taking the L on this one. I don't see how they beat a strong Philly team unless Philly has some injuries. But obviously, with this, we're just going off what the teams are before the season starts. So give me Philly here all day.
Best team in football by far, in my opinion. Well, maybe not by far, but definitely in the NFC. I would say that they have an edge over every single team there. There's a reason they went to the Super Bowl last year and won that too against the Chiefs, against Mahomes. So yeah, give me Philly here. On the road, I don't really care. It's the Philadelphia Eagles, and like you said, like when we do these projections, we have to take every team as being fully healthy. So
Mhm.
a healthy Eagles team, I don't see a way where like if the Vikings do win this game, this is where the turning point could be, where it's like, hey, the Vikings might be the real deal. Obviously, it's not like a road game in Philly, but still, you're playing against the Super Bowl champs. This is still like if McCarthy can actually win this game, a lot of confidence, a lot of ticks up in the rankings for sure after this game. But we'll move on from that. Week 8 at the Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah, I've got them taking the win here in LA. I think the Chargers are going to be a good team, and I really like them this year. But I do have the Vikings taking the dub on this one.
I do too. I like the Chargers defense, but I think it's just going to be a tale of 2 stories in this one. The Chargers are going to try to run the ball a little too much, I think. Get down by a touchdown early, try to run, kind of fades out, and then the Vikings get up by 2 touchdowns and just kind of never look back. So I got them winning this one too. It's also a Thursday night football game too, which is kind of exciting. So moving on, here we go. We got Week 9 at the Detroit Lions.
Divisional game
Divisional.
at Detroit. I think they take the L in this one. I think Detroit's still a good team. even though they lost their coordinators. So yeah, give me Detroit taking care of business at Ford Field.
Yep, it's a road game against the Lions. Say what you want to about the Lions and the losses of the coordinators and all of that kind of stuff. They still have all the key pieces there, all the key players. Give me Jared Goff and the boys here. Yeah, like you said, Ford Field in Detroit. Yeah, I'll take that win all day for Detroit there. Moving on. See, like I don't know, like the Vikings actually have a hard schedule here now that I'm looking at it. Like,
That's what I was
yeah,
trying to
all right,
tell you.
home game against the Ravens. We,
Yeah,
we
this is
know we
tough.
know Lamar's record against the NFC opponents. He's pretty much
It
lost.
was
I
one
think
loss.
one loss, maybe two now after last year. I haven't
Last.
double
Yep.
checked,
Yep.
but
Yep. Nope. It was two.
so
It
you have
was two.
two losses now. What say you on this one? I think we're probably both right here. Like it's you yeah you
Big
take
L. Big
you
L.
take statistics at the end of the day, especially if you're thinking both teams be healthy. All of that you got. I'm going with the Ravens here, just like I think that you are.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
1000%.
Yep. So that's another loss there for the Vikings. Sucks, but you know it's Lamar Jackson. All right, next one, home game against the Bears.
Yeah, so see, I think the Bears are going to start to get pretty good down the stretch of the season, and this is crossing the back half of a season. So I actually think they lose this one to the Bears.
Okay, I have them winning this game against the Bears. I think they go 2-0 against the Bears. I think
Okay.
it's too early on in the season, week one, like we both said. But then this one, I think, yeah, Bears probably look a little bit better than they did to start the season, but I think the Vikings are kind of cooking right now. So
Okay.
I'll give the Vikings a win here. Next at Green Bay, week 12.
At Green Bay, week 12. What? This is middle of November.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be cold.
Yeah, give me an L for the Minnesota Vikings. They're not going into Lambeau and taking a dub.
I'm right there with you. I don't see them going into Lambeau ever and taking a dub. It's very hard to go into Lambeau and take a
They
dub.
did last year.
Yeah, but different quarterback, so yeah,
Hmm.
it depends because like JJ McCarthy could just be the next best thing. He could be the next Tom Brady, whatever you
Sure.
want to say. Like he could be really good. Maybe they win this game, but yeah, for what we know and what we don't know, yeah, give me the Green Bay to win this one. Green Bay is a little bit more solidified of a contender here. All right, moving on to the next one at the Seattle Seahawks.
This is a fun one. Sam
Mm-hmm.
Darnold
Week
revenge
13.
game.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think Minnesota gets the job done in Seattle. So I've got a dub for Minnesota here.
I am right there with you too. Like
Really?
I love the revenge for Sam Darnold and stuff like that. Like if they still had DK, maybe they got Cooper Cup, Tyler, or not even Tyler Lockett anymore either. It's Jackson Smith. I just think Minnesota's defense is going to be too much. They also played against them all of last year, and the defense hasn't really changed that much. So give me the advantage for the Minnesota's defense here in this game. Be able to pick off Sam Darnold twice. Like
Agreed.
that's what I'm seeing in this one. So
I don't know if
I,
they're going to pick him off twice, but give me the advantage to the team that played Sam Darnold all year versus Sam Darnold playing against them. Against
exactly.
that defense with a Justin Jefferson. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
that's a little bit
All right,
easier to sell. So yeah, give me.
week 14 at home versus the Commanders. Jaden Daniels comes to town.
Yeah, I
By the
think they're
way,
going to
ladies and
lose
gentlemen,
this.
like we didn't know this until we started recording this. I mean, obviously, when you guys actually watch this video, it'll have already been out for a
Who
while.
knows?
Scary Terry requested a trade today, so that's how you guys can kind of like pinpoint back to when we were actually recording this. But yeah, so we don't even know if Scary Terry will be on this team, but we're still going into this as if Scary Terry was on this team. It's the Commanders, full strength, going up against the Vikings. Just wanted to put that out there.
For sure, for sure. I've got Washington in this one all day long. I think the Commanders are going to be one of the top tier teams in the league again this year, and so yeah, give me Washington here.
I have the Vikings winning this one at home against the
Okay.
Commanders. I like the Commanders defense, but I like Vikings defense a little bit more than I do Commanders offense, especially on the road. Like Vikings here at home, will give them a win right there against Washington. All right, what is this? Week 15 now at the Dallas Cowboys.
Yep.
Yep, who you got here?
At Dallas
At
Cowboys,
Dallas.
I think Minnesota rolls into Jerry World and takes care of business. I think they win this one.
And that's where we disagree because I am on the opposite side. I think they lose this one. Dallas beats them at home.
Big Cowboy fan
No,
over
no,
here.
no, not even close. It's Dak Prescott near like it's not near the end of the season, but it's close enough. You're 5 weeks away from it being over, 4 weeks away. So yeah, give me the
Middle of
Cowboys
the
here.
season.
They're going to be trying to for a playoff spot in that tough division that they play in. So yeah, give me Dallas here for a win.
Okay.
All right, next we have at the Giants. At
At
the
the
Giants,
Giants,
Al.
I think they win this one as well. I don't know what the Giants are going to be. I can't put too much faith in them right now. I like Dable as a head coach. I think Russ still has a lot left in the tank. Neighbors is great, but I don't know what that defense is, and so give me Minnesota here.
Give me Minnesota here as well. But pretty much for all the reasons that you said, we just don't know. The Giants are a big question mark, like you said. Russ,
Yep.
he can still dish the ball out. I think
Playing
he's
it.
still a decent quarterback, but and Malik Neighbors is awesome, but I don't know how that defense
Right.
is going to be. I don't know how the rest of that offense is going to be besides those two. I don't mind their running back, but I'm just going to move on from this one. Like I think they get a win here on the road. All right, now we got the Lions coming to town. We had at the Lions. Now we got versus the Lions, week 17. What do you say?
Yeah, I think they lose this one as well. I think they get swept by the Lions this season. So give me the L there for the Minnesota Vikings,
This one's a
unfortunately.
win for the Vikings, in my opinion. JJ McCarthy, he's at full stride. He's been slinging the rock for a while now. And Lions come to town.
Okay.
And I think they'll need this for a wild card spot or something like that. Like I think it will have implications. Not according to like how I've been having them down right now, but still, you get the point. I think that they take care of business at home against the Lions. Now,
Okay.
week 18 at home versus Green Bay. What do we
Come
got
on,
here,
baby.
Al? This might
I
be
have
for playoff spot, a wild card spot, maybe for the
could be
division.
for the division.
Like we
Could be
never
for the
know,
division.
but like just take it at face value. Last game of the season, Green Bay comes to town. What are we doing here?
I think Minnesota gets the job done. I've got them winning this one.
Wow, I'm actually shocked that you said that because I swore with that stupid grin on your face you were going to say, "Oh yeah, Packers coming to town, they win the game." Yeah, I'm right
Yep.
there with you. I think the home games against divisional opponents, it's very important. Like, and I think that teams just show up a little bit more. So I like road
Sure.
game. I like road wins for divisional opponents. But if that
Right.
happens, normally it flips. So it's usually 1-1 the other way, whether it's at home or on the road. But all right,
Yeah.
your final total for this team, Al, for the wins and
I have
losses.
them going 8-9 on the season,
Okay, I have them going
and you
10,
have them
10
going
and
10 and
7.
7.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
I'm not mad about that. You have them going what, 9 and 8?
8-9.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you're gonna be on the under here because the under is set at 9.5. Actually, it went down a little bit from obviously their
Yeah,
win
it's
total
minus
last year
money
at
if you take nine and a
14.
half. I would almost take a peek at 8.5 since I have them only winning the 8 games, which if you take them at 8.5, under 8.5 is minus 135.
Yeah, and I'd be on the
So
over.
actually no, that's the Bears over. My bad. Minnesota's way down here. Minnesota, bear with me. Under 8.5 plus 130. If that's what I would be betting probably. I mean, I would
Plus.
take the
Yeah.
under 9.5 for minus 125
Hmm.
and just have the extra game in the back pocket. But if I was gonna bet the number, then I would take under 8.5 for plus 130.
Well, that's the thing too. Is like if you think that they're gonna win one less game, may as well just take the Bucks line because you'll get that extra game
Right.
just in
Hedge
case
it.
you were
You
wrong
get a
by
little bit
one
of hedge.
game. Exactly. It's just a
Right.
small little hedge. I'd be on the over 9.5. That's a plus 105. So I'm actually perfectly fine with that. I'll take the plus 105 there because I could see a couple of these games going opposite. Maybe Pittsburgh actually just sucks. They go to Pittsburgh and win that game as opposed to losing. So yeah, you never know. I mean, we'll see how it goes. And I also had them losing that game against Cleveland too on the road. So
Sure.
I
Sure.
mean,
You also have them beating Cincy,
oh yeah, of course, but that's at home. Home games are different, like we
and you
talked
have
about
them.
with the
Well, we could
defense and
both be wrong
offense.
about them going to Seattle.
That's true. I mean, you never know, and that's why we do this. We kind of like two
It's just
minds.
fun.
It's a meeting of the minds. It's fun. We talk about every single team. It kind of just gets us ready. Hopefully, it gets you ready too for the start of the season. Like we're right now, we're about a little bit over a month away from the actual start of the regular season. We got preseason coming up here all throughout August. So bear with us. Like we talked about in a couple of these. Like we're doing one team at a time. So bear with us. Your team will show up at some point. We're going division by division. So if you see something pop up, yesterday you saw a team pop up and you're like, hey, that's my division, that's my team's division, bear with us. We're just kind of going through it. It's not really like set or anything, kind of just random. But yeah, every single day you guys have an upload for the next, 2-3 weeks at this point. So bear with us. Until then, I mean, anything else you want to add there, Al, about the Viking season, your outlook for them, or the division in general?
No, I got nothing else. I got nothing else on the Vikings, but like we always say on this channel, Matt, protect the bag, beat the book. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys did enjoy this, please like and subscribe. We're gonna have videos all football season long. So anyway, just keep it tuned here, and yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.